I'm Carson. I'm the illustrator of Wildwood.
My name's Colin, and I am the writer of Wildwood. Wildwood was inspired by, I think, a bunch of things, our own different interests and fascinations. I think we'd always been looking for a way to truly collaborate, doing writing and illustration.
The main inspiration for Wildwood is Forest Park, which is this big kind of northwestern wilderness that we live very close to.
We would go on walks and I think explicitly be like, let's work on the story while we're walking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at one point during one of those walks, it struck me and thought it would be an interesting idea to kind of turn it into its own country.
It kind of feels like its own country. It's so close to the city and yet so wild in there.
I think the reader of Wildwood can expect there's a lot of adventure, a couple characters who are taken out of their comfort zone and forced into a world where they have to make some pretty high stakes decisions and are introduced to a pretty bizarre kind of reality that maybe they hadn't anticipated even existed, and also decide whether or not they want to return. I think that's a big part of it too.
Lots of adventure, lots of excitement.
Curtis is the one that I most identified with writing, and I think most involved me channeling myself as a kid.
In my case, and I would venture to say in your case, that we had such overactive imaginations that the normal world did not suffice.
Yeah, I think Prue is kind of Carson as a kid.
That's so sweet.
Is it?
Yeah. More than any other project I've worked on, that this project with Colin, because we spend so much time together, we have kind of a collective subconscious thing.
Yeah, there's certainly some elements in the book that I wrote explicitly because I knew that Carson would like to draw them.
Thanks.
Yeah, being able to write something and then seeing it being drawn and sort of brought to life in a way that maybe I hadn't even expected it to. It's exciting, and we're getting closer to having one mind together.
That's true.
Which is weird, but also kind of sweet.
It's the most fun I've ever had illustrating a thing. But it's also really a nice thing to do with someone you love, to collaborate on something creative. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do. It makes me really happy.